Third part of my talk on why the West is not investing more in India. What are the reasons why the West continues to invest 10 times more in China, though the Chinese salaries, the economy has gone down, India is coming up, but still the West continues to invest economically in China and 10 times less in India. Now, of course, the West colonized India, and there is an unconscious superiority complex in many journalists that we see in many journalists that we, the Christians, better, our Western civilization knows better. It may be not conscious, it may be unconscious, but it is there. But the main reason is that the specialists on India in every country speak negatively about India. It is the business, poverty is something that makes people rich. If you write about poverty, if you're an NGO that deals with poverty, you get a lot of money. If you're a church, that says we're going to convert the poor people of India, the ignorant people of India, the Dalits of India, you'll get a lot of money. So the poverty of India feeds the egos and the wealth of many Westerners. And these Indologists in Paris, for instance, are very renowned. They have plum posts. They come once a year to India, where they go to the JNU and interact with all these Romela Tapa and all these people who hate their own countries, and they're very happy. So the French are ignorant about India because they're misinformed about India. And when there are lone voices like mine, they're objected by these Indologists. Actually, when I was working in Le Figaro, one of the largest and biggest newspapers in France, these people kept writing letters upon letter of protest to my editor-in-chief, saying that, look at François Gauthier, he's a right-wing Hindu, he's an Islamophobe, he's a dangerous man. So if you're a lone voice, you stand to be targeted, and this is very sad. What I've been fighting also is that the West has to stop looking at India only culturally, about food and Bollywood. Nobody cares about that today. Why is the West investing in China? Because of dollars, because of profit, because of money, because of capitalism. So the West has to look at India as a place where you can make money, and I think you can today. The few companies, Western companies, that have settled in India and stayed there, and went through the red tape and everything, they're doing well today. But in France, there is that resistance about India because the image of poverty or fundamentalism, because of Kashmir, and we need to fight this. The government of Mr. Narendra Modi needs to foster new Indologists. Bring young Indologists from all over the world, bring them to India, show them the real India, and then send them back so that there's a new generation of Indologists who love India, who respect India, who speak positively about India. And this got to start with the Ministry of HRD. I have seen 2-3 ministers of HRD, and they're so ignorant. It is so sad that the government nominates people, ministers in the HRD, who are so ignorant. You need someone who thinks, who has a team, who networks, who has an advisory board. That we need to have a new generation of Indologists who speak positively about India. And then investment will come. Western investors will say, okay, this is a safe country, and I've lived 50 years in India. It is a safe country. It's a much safer country than Paris or New York or London. It's a safe country. So Mr. Narendra Modi needs to have an HRD minister who's intelligent and knowledgeable. Namaste.